What is going on, everyone? Today's date is April 6th, 2022, and it is myself, TJ Jackson, with my son, Royal Jackson.
Hey guys.
Hey, guys. We are live, of course, on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. It's a lot of exciting things. Don't go by his face, I promise you. There's a lot of exciting things happening at least in my world. First and foremost, I guess I should say, I'm happy to officially announce my brothers and I will be part of the Forever 90s Festival in Strasbourg, France. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm looking forward to it. He may not be looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to it. Yes, all three of us, Taj, Terrell, and TJ, will be there performing our songs, 3T songs, at least Anything, I Need You, and Why, and Stuck on You. But what else will we do? That is the question. Anyways, we will put a link to that in the description box if you want to join us and come to that festival. I know Coolio is there, Worlds Apart is there, and there's a couple other really cool artists that are going to be there. What else did I want to say? Oh, our last vlog, we've gotten so many beautiful, heartwarming messages for Frances. Well wishes, much love. It's meant the world to her as well as myself and to our entire family. So we want to thank you all for your wonderful wishes and your well thoughts. She's doing well, as you guys saw in the first half, the vlog we posted just a couple of days ago. The beginning was very rough and very tough for Frances. But as you will see in the second vlog, the second part that comes out on Sunday, she has been doing very well with her healing. So make sure you guys watch the first part and join us for the chat on the second part, which will be on Sunday. And we will, for our members, after that second one, we'll be talking with Frances about everything about the procedure. Was it hard? Was it scary? Her regrets, what she would suggest, all of that good stuff will be done in our bonus content live for our Queens and Knights on Sunday. And then, yes, Frances will be back next Wednesday for our regular Q&As, but her first appearance back will be Sunday, where she will be with us. So talking about bonus content, though, another thing I want to say is that if you want, you can watch my thoughts. I had some strong thoughts. I'd love to hear Royal's thoughts too, as long as they're somewhat PG, Royal, about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. As I've said, for me, I don't like to talk about people, but my bonus content, my memberships, it's a small family group where I can be completely honest with my thoughts, and I don't have to worry about it spreading around. But I could be open and honest, and we can have discussions. And that's what we did on Sunday. We talked about the situation, and I shared my thoughts on it. With that said, though, you guys, just about an hour ago, I uploaded a really, really cool video for our Knights of the day Rio was born, when Royal, Didi, and JoJo actually meet Rio in the hospital room. It's a really cool video. Obviously, we all met him that day, as that's his birthday, but it was cool to see and capture the siblings' reaction. So a lot of cool stuff in our bonus content for our members. Again, there's 3 different levels. There is the bra level that gets you in and gets you access to 8 weeks of videos of us working out, doing healthy habits. And then the Queens, you get access to, of course, all of that, but you also get access to our lively members live stream talks. And then the Nights, you get all of that plus extra bonus content videos, such as the one I described. I think that's it for the intro. I explained everything. And again, of course, not only will a link be in the description, but on the replay, it will be at the Giving Tree. Royal, where is the Giving Tree?
Wait.
There you go. That all takes practice, but you did good. At least you remember. All right, so let's get into it. Anything else we need to say? No, let's get straight into it. Royal, you're back again. Thank you. By the way, big thanks to Royal for filling in Mama wasn't completely ready yet. So Royal is filling in for a second time with Mama still recuperating, healing, and it's great to see you. I will say this too. Welcome to the membership, Hot Street. Thank you for joining, and I'm excited to have you in the club. So thank you. I think you've been in before, and that's completely fine, you guys. I know it's a hard time right now. So if you need to dip out and then come back in at a later time, it's all good. So don't even sweat it. But thanks, Hot Street, and we'll see you soon. Elena says, making that membership worth it. I'm just trying to, you know what it is? As I promised when we first launched the membership, I wanted to make sure we had some archive stuff. One thing we do a lot of and did a lot of was we filmed a lot, and for it to just live in videotapes in storage or on old devices doesn't really make sense, at least this way. From even our own selfish perspective, our kids and our grandkids and our great grandkids can always watch videos of the family. So, and there's nothing, in my opinion, that should be hidden from that, from you guys or those who want to see it. So that, I felt the members was the perfect way to do it. And if you guys really want to see it, there it is. So, all right, let's see what else we got. I feel like I'm just talking, and this guy looks so unexcited that it's a funny contrast, but we're good to go. Velvet Stardust says, hi, TJ and Royal. TJ, how's your fitness journey going? Looking slim. Thank you, Velvet. I'm happy you see a difference. I'll be honest, I don't see much of a difference so far. I'm in the first week. I haven't even done my first week. For those who don't know, I've been going back and forth with issues with my weight since COVID. It's been very challenging for me to be active. I got a standing desk that helped me stand while I'm working. I got a treadmill for under that standing desk so I can walk while I'm working. And it's been what I would say life changing. I do 10,000 steps at least a day. Some days I do 20,000 because I'll do 2 cycles of 100-minute walks, and I'm able to work, and it's been really incredible for me. So I've started doing that. I set it up. I had the treadmill since early March, but waited till April 1st to set it up. So I did April 1st was my start date to do that. And then I put myself on a strict diet, you guys. What diet am I doing? The Franny J diet. All right. And let me tell you what that means. Anything that goes in my mouth or I drink, I have to get approved from Franny J. It's that simple. I've failed so many times the last couple of years that I've had to give the wife the keys to my diet car. So that's what I'm doing. The only thing I can take or drink without any type of approval is water. So yes, it sounds boring. It sounds tough. And I told Frances to be incredibly tough on me. So she is. So it's been a bunch of salads, lean meat. And again, we're only 6 days in. This is the 6th day. But so far, I've lost 7 pounds, and I'm feeling a little better. So Simone says, still no bicycle under your desk, TJ. No, Simone, you know what? I have the treadmill, and right now I'm loving it. I feel better. But maybe in a year or two or in 3, I'll switch it over to a bicycle, or if the treadmill ends up dying, because I use that thing a lot. So no bicycle yet, just the treadmill. Felipa says, I see a difference. Great job. I need to catch up. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I don't see much of a difference, but I'm in it regardless. Whatever happens, it happens. I'm going to do all month, all of April of nothing bad. I'm going to be very strict. I'm going to try to do what's good for me, food wise, as well as fitness wise. So that's what I'm doing. Let's see. Okay. Michael Jackson fan has a question, Royal. Hey, TJ and Royal, do you cry easily when watching a sad movie? We'll start with Royal since I've been talking for almost 10 minutes and he's just said hi. So go ahead, Royal.
No, not usually. It takes a lot.
Have you cried in a movie?
I'm sure I have. I think I cried in Fury, that World War II movie with the tanks. You know that movie?
Yeah, it's a great movie. It's one of your favorites.
Yeah, top 3. And then I think I almost cried in Interstellar.
Really?
Yeah.
Those aren't really. Well, I guess so, but I don't feel like those are movies intended to make people cry. Are they? Interstellar is, huh?
No, Fury definitely.
Yeah,
You
has a
could.
sad moment at the end.
Yeah, it has multiple sad moments. It's a pretty
Well,
dark
it's
movie.
yeah. Okay. Um, hey TJ Ro, do you cry easily when watching a sad movie? I not easily, but I can shed a tear. I get sometimes like on sad dramas mostly, um, is where I can cry. I'm trying to think of one, like you know which ones I. You're a special being. You know which ones I cry in quite often is the dog. Those dog movies where the dogs die and a dog's life, a dog's journey. Those usually always get me.
What's
So
that? What's the name of that book? Yellow something? Where the boy has to shoot his dog. Yellow.
really,
Yeah, I forget
that
it. I
sounds
read it in like
terrible.
third grade.
Yeah, I don't know that one. I have an idea, but I can't. I never read that one. It's like a dog named Yellow.
It's Yellow something. The book is called that.
Okay, well, Georgina says, hi, TJ and Royal. Thanks for this live again. I want to know, would you like to do a vacation on a cruise ship? If yes, where would you go? Lots of love to your whole family. Kiss to Franny J. Georgina, Royal, where would you go? Well, first of all, we did a cruise, and we should do a video for that because I think we videotaped it. Our cruise was, I believe, a year before our wedding, which I think was 2006, but I actually think the cruise was 2005. The wedding was 2007. So before you all get on to me about me not knowing the wedding, I'm talking about the cruise that I don't know about. But it was fun. Do you remember that cruise, Royal?
I remember like bits of it. I remember eating like a blueberry muffin and
Like,
spitting
was
it
it
out.
your first time?
Yeah, and then I also remember getting my wooden turtle from Jamaica,
Yeah,
but that's it, really.
yeah. So Royal got a wooden. Do you still have that wooden turtle?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
It's in my room somewhere.
Oh, you don't know where?
No, I mean it's somewhere like in view. I just don't know where.
Could you get it within a minute?
Probably, yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's see. They want to see your wooden turtle. It's from Jamaica.
Missing a leg.
It's missing a leg.
Yeah.
Um, I love cruises. I've only actually been on one, which is the family one. I didn't think I would care for them so much, and that's why it took me so long to do one. I think life has just gone the way, which is why we haven't done a second one. As for where would I want to go, I actually want to go to Alaska. Don't show it yet, Royal.
Oh.
I actually want to go to Alaska because I feel like that's a place I've always wanted to go just to see what's in Alaska. And I feel like a cruise would be a cool, different way to do it. We did the Eastern Caribbean, which was amazing. We can also do the Western Caribbean. But so far, I'm thinking Alaska, or I'm sure there's some great cruises in the European area that would be interesting for me. All right, Royal. This is a turtle, a wooden turtle from Jamaica that Royal got. How old were you, Royal?
I was probably like 5, but it says Jamaica right here across the shell.
Did you ever name him?
No.
And where's his broken leg?
No.
Right here. He's missing this
Yeah,
leg.
that one.
Okay.
But I've had this with me since forever.
Royal has had this. Never named him though. Missing the leg right here. Okay. But he has all the other ones. All right. Very cool. Thanks for showing, Royal. I remember a guy was determined to give it to Royal. And, you know, sometimes when you get into other countries near cruise ships and near transportation areas, there's a bunch of vendors who are selling you stuff, but we truly didn't have any cash. So I was trying to tell the guy, look, we can't take this because we don't have anything to give you. Zero. I wish I could, but I don't. And he said, it's okay. I like that young man's spirit. It's his. Let him have it. That was pretty much in his Jamaican way, not like that. But it was a really cool Jamaican guy. And I said, I promise I don't have anything. Because he's like, shh, go. Like it's and Royals loved it since. So for anyone, I guess that Jamaican man, if you somehow are watching this, thank you so much for giving that to Ro. He still has it. Okay, what else do we got? We have Kim Royal. How old were you when you did the 3T Fire video? Do you like acting? Love you, TJ. I love you too, Kim. That's a great question. Royal, how old? Royal, by the way, do you remember doing it?
No.
You don't remember?
No. How old was I?
Do you know our song Fire?
Yeah. But I don't remember doing a video for it.
I told you guys, my fan isn't the biggest fan of my stuff. My family isn't the biggest fan of my stuff. They don't really listen to myself. They like, I think, 3T quite a bit more than myself, it seems like. So, but Royal doesn't listen to any of us, right? You listen to that, what kind of music? Mellow?
Yeah, like slow stuff.
Like,
usually
what is it called though?
lo-fi.
Lo-fi. Okay. You don't remember doing Fire, Royal? You were great in it.
What did we have? What did I have to do? What was like the role?
You were, shoot, now he's putting me on the spot. You remember the girl and the texting?
Oh yeah, that video. That was for
Yes.
Fire.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. How old was I? I think.
What was that, 5 years, 4 years ago?
I think I was 15 because my girlfriend at the time. I was worried if she was gonna be like mad at me for that.
You're 15.
I believe so. That was when we lived in.
You look so much older.
Really? Maybe 16. I don't think I was much older than 16 though. I was
So
15.
15 or 16?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be honest, Roy. You never took any acting lessons or anything. I was very impressed with your performance.
Really?
Yeah, I thought you were really, really good.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. I've never, like I said, never done acting, but
Would you want to do acting? You were
I
good,
love
man.
movies. Yeah, acting's not out of the question. I do love movies, but yeah, I kind of just watched a lot of good movies and I just studied actors. Like I just love when actors are good. Like it makes me like smile. Like I was watching Peaky Blinders. Um, yeah,
What is that?
It's a Netflix show.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah, it's about like 1800s London gangs.
Oh, wow.
And it was like a really good acting scene between Cillian Murphy and Tom Hanks.
Oh,
Not Tom Hanks. Wait, what's the British guy that plays Venom?
Tom Holland?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
It's between them two, and I was just like, wow, this is good.
Fiji would be so mad at me if you said the British guy who played Venom and I said Tom Holland. Oh,
that's pretty close.
Fiji, I'm sorry, Fiji. I know you're not watching this, but I promise you, I just said whatever name came. I didn't really think it was Tom Holland. I know Tom Holland is Spider-Man, so don't. I hope I didn't upset you. Okay. Yes, Hot Street said he said Tom Holland. I'm sorry. It was close. It's Tom Hardy. So yeah, I'm sorry. Close. It was somewhat close. But I know the difference. I promise you guys. My life, my hurdles, and my survival, aka Bommy with the super chat. Thank you so much, Bommy. Bommy says, hey, hope y'all are okay. Just wanted to let you know it's my birthday on Saturday. Any advice for someone turning the ripe old age of 28? First and foremost, Bommy, happy birthday. My advice would be first to enjoy your life. You are at an amazing age where you can do anything, physically at least. You need to enjoy every minute. Make sure you are grateful for all you have. And I guess my best advice is just keep up your positive spirit. I think that's a laughing emoji next to you or a smiling one. That is what something I know about you. You always have an upbeat personality, and I think that's a beautiful thing and an important thing for your health. So that's what I would say. Royal, what would be your advice as a 22-year-old to a 28, soon to be 28-year-old?
I don't know, man. I'm not really good at advice unless it's for video games, to be honest.
All right, there you go. The advice from a 22-year-old is pretty much blank, Bommy, but it's okay. He's still, at least he's smiling. He's smiling. Potato Sky with the super chat. Thank you so much, Potato Sky. Hey, TJ and Royal, how are you guys? Glad to hear Franny's okay. Send her my love. Missed your streams, Royal. Potato Skies. When are you doing? Have you done a stream since 2 weeks ago?
No, I forgot.
You forgot. Come on, Royal. They're missing your streams.
Yeah, no, I forgot. I haven't been playing video games, to be honest.
You haven't?
No, because I just reached like my goal in Destiny, which is like the max level. So
you're at the highest level in the game Destiny.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's just like so there's power level. So when you go against like in certain activities, if the enemies are higher power level than you,
yeah,
it's gonna be harder to kill them and stuff like that. So I just reached max on all three of my characters. So now I'm just relaxing.
All right. Well, besides that, how are you?
I'm good. I'm doing better. Yeah,
Doing better?
still trying to do the wholesaling thing.
It's challenging.
Yeah,
It's a tough time to start that, son.
yeah, I
But
know.
but at least you're learning a lot and growing as a person. Whether you know it or not, you're definitely growing, dealing with the setbacks and frustration, just dealing with people. How am I? I'm doing well. Same thing, learning, growing, and trying to enjoy every minute because I know we are not promised forever. And I want to make sure I am capitalizing and enjoying my life at this point. And it's been beautiful. So I'm doing great. My life, my hurdles, and my survival, aka Bommy with another super chat, says, I also hope Franny J is doing well and we love her. I believe, is Mama watching this? Mom, are you watching this? You should be making comments. Maybe not. I'm on Francis's phone because my phone did die. My phone. I'm on Francis's computer laptop because my laptop died a couple days ago, just out of the blue. It sounded like it was going to explode. So Apple is fixing it as we speak. So maybe Franny isn't watching this one. This is a question from Kayla Royal. When will you go back to gaming again? It was fun and amazing.
I'm assuming streaming. I don't know. I kind of want to wait until I can just throw a bunch of money at my streams and have moderators and kind of like how he has everything like popping up and stuff. I kind of want to wait until I can, and then people that edit videos, and I could just stream, have people moderate chat, and then someone edits that stream and posts it on YouTube.
So you're
um
waiting for that time.
yeah, I mean, I guess it's not really an excuse to not still do it, but um I don't know, I just feel like Destiny is not the most exciting game, but I guess I can give it a try.
Yeah, give it a try. They miss watching you. This is from Twitch. We have a Twitch viewer, a couple of Twitch viewers, and what Wussy Delta says hello. Hey, Wussy Delta. Brandy with the super chat. Brandy says, "Hey TJ and Royal, how are you doing today? Just wanted to know how do you stay positive with so much negativity in the world? I started my workouts again on April 1, and I'm doing yoga and dancing every day. Yay!" So, Brandy, first of all, I think working out, getting some sunlight, doing some type of activity is very helpful. So to hear and see that you are doing yoga and dancing, that's a very big step. I think you have to unplug from, whether it's social media, the internet at time. I was hearing how Selena Gomez has been dealing with some depression and she unplugged from the internet for, I believe, 4 years and said it was life changing. I know
Hmm.
uh, so that could be an option. I'm not suggesting you unplug for 4 years, but maybe unplug for at least a couple weeks and see how you feel. I believe in reading about positive things and surrounding yourself with positive things and people. I think that is always helpful. But also, it's just been challenging for a lot of people. It's been a very difficult time. I think life gets more and more challenging as you get older. And I think, with this pandemic and COVID, that has made it even more difficult for so many of us. So I think you just have to stay with it, just to keep practicing your gratitude, just focus on your growth as a person and make sure you are spending time with your loved ones. I think that's the only thing we can do to ensure some type of happiness, but that's very important. You're never going to be as young as you are now, so you got to enjoy, yeah, your time. Okay, what else do we have? Thank you, by the way, Brandy, for that super chat. We have Michael Jackson fan again says, Royal, when did you get the birds and bees talk and how old were you? Royal?
I think I was 15 with Papa T.
Yeah, Papa T. So, let me go back. Okay, so to answer this question, Michael Jackson fan, Royal, my father, we were spending a lot of time with him because we are also doing the show Jackson's the Next Generation, and I had yet to do the Birds and Bees talk with Royal, and my father did it with me, and I just loved how my father did it with me. That I wanted him to have a talk with Royal, and I just think my father has a very cool way to be strong about something, but to be very light and fun about it.
Yeah, it's like stern and gentle at the same
And
time.
it's a very
Yeah.
cool blend that Papa T is the
It's
master
like, you
of.
know what? It's like Optimus Prime, where Optimus Prime is like, strong but also gentle, like his voice.
Okay, so there you go,
Oh,
Papa
you're a
T.
Transformers fan,
Oh,
man.
I know Optimus Prime. I didn't know he delivered that, but you're right. I could see that. He's the leader, and he's still approachable and all that good
Yeah.
stuff. So yes, so my father gave him the speech, and I think it's cool that way. It's something from his grandfather, and it's not like a topic that changes with generations. So Papa T was the one who did it, and it was really, in my opinion, well done.
Miss Phoenix.
Yes,
Old Yeller.
Old
You ever
Yeller.
heard of that?
I have, but I never read it.
It's super old, but
Did
yeah.
you read it
I mean, I was supposed to, I think, but
for school?
Yeah, I didn't.
Well, we can speak freely about it. That's one thing I don't like with school. Sometimes they assign books that these kids don't
They're
have a
horrible.
care to go to.
My whole English class, I've read like 9 Shakespeare plays, and they're all the same. And it's like every teacher's like, so good. It's
Well,
like, what is this?
So you're not a big fan of the Shakespeare stuff?
No, Shakespeare's no.
Okay, well, maybe, Royal. Maybe as you get older in life, you'll see some of the genius behind it.
No, it's just over exaggerated, just stabbing each other, killing everyone.
Really?
Yeah, Shakespeare's just people dying and like over exaggerated. There's some good stories that I have read this English class.
Mm-hmm.
None of them have come from Shakespeare.
Okay, Royal is not a fan of William Shakespeare. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
William?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I blank on that? Then I started thinking of William Shatner.
I don't know who that is.
Just the guy from Star Trek who went to out of the orbit on Blue Origin.
I've never seen Star Trek.
Okay. Well, he's a legendary actor, but I think you would know if you saw him. Spiky with the super chat. Thank you so much, Spiky. Spiky says, "Hey TJ and Royal, where's the beard come from? Like, how you have so much hair and I don't?
You shave it. That's why I don't.
I don't think I'd get a beard like that.
You literally have this. You have the
I have
same shape.
But yours flows longer. I don't think mine can get that long.
I haven't shaved this part of my face in probably 2 months.
Yeah, see, 2 months that wouldn't happen for me.
Yeah.
You like this style?
Yeah, I do. I was thinking about shaving it today though. It's getting pretty long.
And when you shave it, would you shave it completely?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Why you say unfortunately?
I hate my bare face.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Just don't like it. But everyone says it looks better, like clean shaven. Well, Ma says that it looks better, like clean shaven. But I disagree.
I'm not mad at the face, the hair on the face, but I think hating your bare face, that's drastic. You just like this look better?
Nah, when I like usually go out with a bare face, I'll wear like masks more often.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
it
it kind of feels like pretty good. No, it's not like anything like that. Like if I need to, like you know me, I really don't like care. But if I can keep this hair on my face, I would like it. But if it's bare face, it's unfortunate for like 3 seconds.
Why? Because you look young?
I don't know. It doesn't look as good as with the hair to me.
All right. Natty says, "Do you guys know something about Brazil? What's your thoughts? Be honest. What's your thoughts on Brazil?"
Fantastic. Wonder of the world, Rio de Janeiro. Other than that, I don't know much about it. You guys are pretty dominant in 06 in soccer. But I don't know much about Brazil.
Some of the world's obviously greatest football players, as he was mentioning.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the best Brazilian soccer player? Pele, right?
Yeah, and then probably after him, probably Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho.
There's another one that I'm forgetting that starts with an R. I think it's actually Ronaldo.
Yeah. It is Ronaldo. Not Cristiano Ronaldo. But what was that guy's first name?
Oh, I don't know. But I always remember me and Lexi used to play FIFA 06. And she was France, and I was Brazil.
And that Ronaldo was good then?
Yeah, she gets stomped. I don't know why she chose France.
All right. So, yes, and I went to Brazil one time with 3T. Such a short trip, but it was beautiful. The fans were amazing. We were in, I believe, Rio de Janeiro, so we went by the beaches. It's a really cool spot. I plan on going back and with my family. I think it's important, as you guys know, to travel and to see different things. So Brazil and South America, there's many countries. My family, maybe next year. This year we're doing Europe. Next year maybe South America. But I believe in traveling, and it's because I've always thought that kids need to be a little older. Like Royal's at a perfect age to travel. He's young. He gets to see everything. He can ask questions and he'll remember everything. Where Rio's only 7, I worry about doing too much traveling. Will he remember it? But Rio is Rio, as we saw in last week's Q&A, and he loves everything about the world. So uh, I'm pretty confident he can handle it. And Joe, being the second youngest at 11, is very, has a good memories into those things too. So I actually think we're in a good time to travel as a family, which is why this summer we're doing Europe, and I think maybe next summer we'll do Brazil and other South American countries.
Is Brazil one of the spots where like they have like just monkeys running around the street
I don't know.
and they like take your food and stuff?
I don't know. Natty, is that true? Will monkeys just run around the streets and just grab your food? Something makes me feel like I feel that is right. Kyra says, "What other nicknames does Royal have?" I think Row is the Row and Row. Is there any other nicknames, Row?
um, Online it's Storm.
Online and Storm. Royal, were you thinking of Thailand, by the way?
Oh, for monkeys?
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember seeing videos and it looks like it's in Brazil, unless Thailand is like super tropical too.
Hmm. I don't know that answer, Row, but we will find out. Um, okay, we have a super chat from Dion. Thank you so much, Dion. Dion says, "You two are a sight for sore eyes. Thanks for sharing Franny J's progress. When will we realize that stars are human too? Much love, much peace, and much respect." Yes, Dion. For me, I think it's important to do these kind of things, especially in today's time. I know some people, even within my family, are probably like, "Why do you do this?" And I don't know. We are human. We do hurt. I know my uncle said that once publicly, and it was pretty profound when he said it, because I think it was a time when he was getting teased. But I believe in just being myself and being me. So that's why I do what we've been over a year with these Q&As, and they've been enjoyable. Just connecting with you guys and just talking with you guys has been really fun. So all has been good. And Dion, thank you so much for the compliment about us being a sight for sore eyes. Very, very sweet. Carrie says, "Hi, TJ and Royal. What are you reading right now?" Go ahead, Royal. What are you reading?
48 Laws of Power.
Ooh, when did you start that?
Like a month ago, 2 months ago.
That's a book I gave you?
Mm-hmm.
When did I give it to you?
Probably when I was like collecting all those books.
But I told you to wait to read it.
No, that you're thinking of. Oh, sorry, not 48 Laws of Power. Sorry, 48 Laws of Human Nature.
It's a 48?
Or it's just Laws of Human Nature, but I think there's 48 of them.
Okay. Yes, I was wondering because I did, and I think, let me say it this way. 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene is one of my favorite books of all time. I think it's one of the best written books, to be honest. I think the title, although is very strong and interesting, is kind of not exactly what the book's about. The book's about, in my opinion, kind of human nature and how people utilize strategies for their own gain. And I think even though I don't subscribe to a lot of the principles, I think it's important to know a lot of the principles to protect and take care of your own self. So with that said, I do, my kids all know about that book and my love for it, but I do try to push them to hold off on reading it until they went through a bit more of life, so that they can understand some pitfalls, but also not misuse that book, because to me it's a very powerful book. That's why I was asking him, did I say go ahead and read it? Because I think he's still a couple years, to be honest, from reading it. But Laws of Human Nature, on the other side, which is also written by Robert Greene, is a great book, and I think that's one that again everyone should read. And I'll put both of those in the description. But yeah, I'll put both of them. I think they're Robert Greene is one of my top, if not my favorite writer. Him and Ryan Holiday, and Steven Pinker. Those are my three favorite writers. So everything they do, I try to pick up and read, and they're just geniuses. So, all right, I know I went off on a tangent. What am I reading right now? We'll just say the same book because I'm also reading it. I'm reading like 10 books at a time, and that is one. So I'll just keep it simple, Carrie, and say Laws of Human Nature.
You like doing that, reading multiple
I
books at
do.
once?
I do. Well, you don't? You do one at a time?
Yeah, but I'm thinking I should start maybe.
I do, Ro, because there's times where, like, if I want to read about the music industry or how, I'll read that. If I want to read a biography, I'll read that. If I want to read The Laws of Human Nature, I'll read that. There's one called Influence. There's one on healthy living. I'm reading a book on fasting. I'm reading a book on real estate taxes. So I do when I'm into something or interested at that moment, I'll just continue on, and that's why I like my Kindle because it's just
Oh yeah.
I don't have to carry so many books, and it just picks up where I left off.
Yeah.
So, Sine with the super chat. Thank you so much, Sine. Sine says, "Hey, I didn't want nothing. Just want to say I love you too. I see Royal has his father's brain when he didn't remember shooting the fire video. Yes. Again, I love you both, and tell Mama I love her. I will, Sine. Yes. Royal has a good memory though.
Yeah, it's usually pretty good.
But Royal was
It just needs to be procced.
Procked, yeah. So he also didn't wake up too long ago, right, bro?
Yeah.
So he's still a little sleepy, but I think I'm the only one in the house that has any type of memory issues, Sine. But yeah, thank you, by the way, Sine, for the super chat. And Brandy with another super chat. Thank you, Brandy. Brandy says, I'm glad to hear that Franny J is doing fine. Love you. Franny, you're getting so much love. Are you watching, Franny? She's probably behind. I wanted to hear her say, I'm watching, but maybe that'll come later. Is she what? Yeah, she is. She's like 10 seconds behind. I hear it in the background. Yep, there it was. You hear it?
Yeah.
There you go. So Franny J's watching. Franny, leave some comments. She's probably watching on the TV, so she can't. Anyway, Simone says, do or did you ever game together? Love to both of you. We used to game a bit when he was younger.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I've been gaming myself. So recently, not really. I don't think we've gamed in years. Or what did we try one once recently?
No, I don't think we've played
But
together.
we've talked about doing Call of Duty Modern Warfare again, like co-op.
Like the campaign.
Yeah, we were almost going to do that.
I don't
Remastered.
Oh no, Halo, I think.
Halo. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, Master Chief Collection.
I still want to play that game, so I'm playing Infinite War. I mean, I haven't played in 2 months.
Infinite War.
Isn't it? That the new one?
Halo?
Yeah.
Halo Infinite?
Halo Infinite?
You're playing that still?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I played, I think, during the Christmas holiday break, and I haven't played it since. But I wanted to clear that one or finish that one, and then I was going to reach out to her. I got to play games more.
Yeah, you should.
I got to play Taji's
You really like the Batman ones.
That's what BG says. I've tried them. I can't get into them. Like the Arkham Asylum and
dude, those are actually like masterpieces of video games. If you're a single player gamer, you have to play those. They're so good.
So anyways, we haven't gamed in a while together. We may do a Halo remastered because I love the Halo and it's remastered, and it would be fun to do on the headset as long as we're in 2 different rooms. I don't like doing campaigns with someone else on the same TV because then I end up watching what they're doing. It takes away from the experience. Carol with the super chat. Thank you so much, Carol. Carol says, hello, everyone. Do you guys have any plans to come to Brazil? And did you ever try any Brazilian food? Lots of love. Royal, our plan. You don't have any plans to go to Brazil, and you've never tried any Brazilian food, right?
Probably not, no.
I don't think I've tried any Brazilian food, Carol. As far as plans, there's nothing official, but like I said a couple of minutes ago, I think in the summer, I will be maybe next summer, if not the summer after. I'd love to take my family to South America and see different countries and different things. So maybe next year, summer of 2023. Stacy has a comment. Stacy is a member. Thanks for being a member, Stacy. Stacy says, Royal, do you feel like you relate to other young adults, or do you feel a little disconnected from them sometime?
Like people my age?
Yes.
No, I don't relate to them at all.
You don't?
No.
Why not?
Um, I don't know. I just have a completely different thought process than they do,
Um,
in literally every way.
in every way?
Yeah.
So different philosophies, different thought process.
Yeah, like different ways we like intake like movies, music.
Your generation does what? They just consume kind of.
They just consume, and like they just consume and don't really know why they're liking it, and then just
Do you feel like you have to understand why you're liking it, or are you just saying that they're not?
I feel like I'm definitely more analytical of the stuff I consume, and you know if it's actually artistic or whatnot. But even like when like trying to do something like bowling or getting better at something, um, I kind of do like the more boring things first to get better at those. When people just like to I'm doing bad right now, so I'll just have fun with it. Where I would just like fight through my what is it
Struggles.
called? Yeah, struggles.
Okay. All right. There you go. So Stacy, he does not feel like he relates to other young adults. Brandy with the super chat says, "Did y'all watch Stephen King movies?" I do. I don't think I'm sure I've seen one or two, but I don't generally watch Stephen King movies. I've never read a Stephen King book. Obviously, they must be at least great for many people because it's so popular. What was the last Stephen King movie?
I have no idea. He has so many. It's hard to. Is King Kong one?
No.
That's what Steve or
Is
something
Cape
Jackson.
Fear one?
I haven't heard of that.
Was with De Niro? Isn't
Yeah.
that Cape Fear? I think that's a Stephen King movie. If I may have seen some older from the '90s and 2000s. I haven't seen any recently, Brandy, that I know of. We have Fatima who says, "What is your favorite quote?" Both, please. I love you guys. What's your favorite quote?
Oh, this one's good.
Oh,
All right, so it goes, life is all about timing. You have to know when to pull the trigger, go in for the kiss, and most important of all, when to make for the exit.
ooh. Say that again.
It's life is all about timing. You have to know when to pull the trigger, go in for the kiss, and most important of all, when to make for the exit.
So, is this a relationship quote?
No, it's Kate Six from Destiny. But it's my Instagram bio. It's a great quote.
Okay. So, who actually? It's from a video game.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Who would have
the
known?
quirky character says it.
My favorite quote. I mean, I don't know if I have a favorite quote from a specific person, but I love the quote by failing to plan, you are planning to fail. I think that's a very cool, simple, relatable quote that speaks volumes. If we just go through life, we can't expect to succeed at things we want to succeed at. You have to plan and strategize before you approach things that increase your chances of success. That is one. There's probably many more on the topics of gratitude and love that I could have answered, but that is one that I've loved since I was this guy's age, even younger. That one's always stuck to me, that you have to plan and coordinate and think about your future and what steps to take to get there, to have a chance to do that. So I think that's probably the one I would pick. Love that question though, Fatma. Great question. Dion with another super chat. Thank you so much, Dion. That's two. I really appreciate it. Dion says the odds for Rio growing into a handsome youngster are 10 out of 10. Royal, you seem to be a little laid back. That's a cool trait to have. Much love, much peace, and much respect. Yeah, he had. I think he got that from my father. My father's pretty chill and laid back. I think we all are, but Royal takes it to a whole nother level. He's got some of my father's mannerisms with a low voice and a low chillness. So yeah, I think that's from Papa T. Anything you want to say to Dion?
Um, I'm not always laid back. You know.
You're not always there. She also said you're a handsome youngster and 10 out of 10.
Oh, that was for Rio.
Oh, she did say Rio.
Yeah.
She did say, okay. So Ro, maybe you're an 8 out of 10 or something,
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
um, Rio is a sweet young boy. He is a sweet boy. You know, I've said this before, and you know this. I get Rio and Royal confused all the time. Like it might as well say Royal when it says Rio, and it might as well say Rio when it says Royal. Sophia says Royal, not Rio. Will you be seeing your daddy perform in Paris?
Paris probably not. No, because yeah, they're gonna be away from home for like a month, and I just don't think I can do that in one period.
So Royal's planning on doing the first half or the first bit of our trip before I get to my performances. So he will most likely not be with us in Paris, but there will be a day where Royal will. Have you ever seen us, or at least,
I
well, this is
haven't.
my first performance,
Yeah, I
but
haven't seen
have
you
you
solo. But
have
I've
you
seen you perform. Yeah.
with 3T
Mhm.
in England?
Mhm.
That's cool. It was just you who came out, right? Your sisters didn't, or did they?
Who was I sitting next to?
Mike Spelta. I remember you hanging out with
I don't
Spelta.
remember who I was sitting next to. All I remember is I had a Mexican Coke.
Was it good?
It's fantastic.
Okay, there you go. What the he doesn't really remember much about the performance, but remembers
No,
the Mexican.
I remember the performance. I don't remember who I was sitting next to.
Okay, okay. Um, I wanted to say something, but I forgot. Royal. Oh, what do you think about Rio being named Rio? Do you like that?
It is a good name.
Rio's a good name.
Hmm.
Do you like that
Sure.
it's close to your name?
I think it's pretty clever.
I think it's pretty clever.
Yeah, if it was intentional.
It was intentional.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
yeah, it was intentional. It wasn't like I thought of what can other good R names be. I told the story for Rio. We were at a tennis tournament for I think Didi, and one of the winners on the boys' side, his name was Rio, and I was like, I think Frances was maybe 6 months pregnant because at that time we didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. We had our list of names, and I remember thinking that could be a really cool name for a boy, Rio. And then I thought, I like it because it's close to Royal. So it'll be Royal and Rio. So I was like, okay. And then Francis liked it as well. And that's what we ended up going with. So yeah. Let's see what else do we got here. Royal, this is from Kim. Royal, what do you do for work? I see you do a lot of house flipping stuff. TJ, I love you. And Franny J. We love you too, Kim. Royal, what do you do for work?
Yeah, basically flipping houses, like wholesaling real estate. So basically, I find a house that needs to be like fixed. It's in like bad condition or it was inherited or something like that. The seller just wants to get rid of it. And basically, I get that house under contract and sell that contract to someone who wants to buy the house and fix it up and put it back on the market.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. You get a lot of, you have to deal with a lot of people wasting your time, but it's pretty fun, like connecting to, when you talk to like a nice real estate agent or they, a deal doesn't work out and they um, call you or text you back with another one and they're like, hey, I thought you'd be interested in this. You're like, oh, that's nice.
Cool.
So,
Cool. All right. There you go. Great question. Great answer. Casey with the super chat. Casey, how are you? You've been MIA, but that's all good. I know life's been challenging, Casey, but it's so good to hear from you and see you. Casey says, how are you? Love you and miss you. We love you too, Casey, and miss you. We hope all is good. Casey used to be a manager at Chipotle, but then she was upset at Chipotle because they didn't treat her right. They didn't treat our Casey right.
yeah, managers.
Wait, did you ever work at Chipotle?
No, I haven't worked at Chipotle.
Lexi did, though.
Lexi did, yeah.
And she didn't like working at Chipotle, right?
Yeah, managers. I don't know. They've been
No, Casey
acting.
was a manager there or something, but
Oh, she was a
the
manager.
super.
Yeah, whoever's above you is always acting up recently. It's so weird.
Yeah, but you got to understand too. Maybe it's because they're dealing with so much stuff from corporate where things are
Yeah,
changing because of COVID
it could be,
protocols,
but that's not my fault.
inflation. Yeah, I get it. I get it. We have Michael Jackson fan with a super chat. Michael Jackson fan says, TJ, have you read your Uncle Michael's book, Moonwalker, and what's your thoughts about it? You know what, Michael Jackson fan? I've never read it. And I know that's terrible because I'm sure it's a great written book and it'll make me smile from cover to cover. But I have not read Moonwalker. So I can't answer this question. But I thank you for asking this because I haven't and I've been meaning to read it. But Moonwalker is one book I haven't read. And I think that's because I spent so much time with my uncle, especially during that era of his life, that I feel like I know all the stories and it would just feel like something I've already read, if that makes sense. But nevertheless, I'll get to it because I've only heard it's an incredible book and it's just a cool way to connect back with my uncle. So I appreciate the comment and the super chat, Michael Jackson fan. Thank you. Nicole with the super chat says, hey, TJ and Royal, hope you're good. Royal, who or what inspires you and why? Much love to you and the fam always. Why are you laughing, Royal?
I just thought of there's this Tyler the Creator interview
Mm-hmm.
where the interview is like, who? And he's like, I swear, if you ask me what inspires me, I'm gonna sock you in your face. But they're friends. The interview and Tyler, the creator, and he's
Okay.
like, who or what? And like they're looking at each other, inspires him, and like he gets all sad and he like runs after
So
him.
is it like a meme?
Kind of.
Okay. It's like a
It's just like a
joke.
clip, yeah.
Okay.
But I would say the ability to take care of people I care about inspires me.
Oh, that's cool, Royal.
Yeah,
So just being able to help
yeah. Help
and
people.
take care of people you love.
Yeah,
Okay. Um, I would say the same. My family. The thought of caring. See, it's a thin line because that was. I have to be careful as a father to not. I've learned that there can be. I guess the proper way is it's. I know it's like what am I trying to say? You have to be careful to not leave your kids too much because then they can become entitled and not um, I'll say be disconnected from the real world. So of course, to succeed and have success is an inspiration. Of course, I want to leave something for my kids, something they could build on and make better for their lives as well as their community and the world. But at the same time, I'm slowly starting to understand where the position of people like the Warren Buffetts and Bill Gates, who are incredibly wealthy, but vow to not leave their kids too much or anything. Um, and I'm not sure if either of them still have that position or if that was their position. But there's many wealthy people who take that position to not leave their kids anything. For me, what inspires me is to be able to provide for them and to be able to give them a beautiful life and to be able to make sure they can travel and see the world and experience things. But at the same time, I don't want them to ever be complacent and disconnected from struggle and the real world. So
Steve Harvey says it's not what you leave for them; it's what you leave in them.
there you go. A quote from Steve Harvey. It's not what you leave for them, it's what you leave in them. I love that. So, yes. So, although success and building things inspires me, I also don't want it's a thin line uh, because I don't want them ever to be complacent and entitled and bratty kids. That would make me not happy. Ria with the super chat says, my sweetest hug and love to y'all, my favorite fam. Well, we send that love right back to you, Ria. Thank you so much. Oh, this is from Franny J. Franny says, thank you for your love and support. And then just prior to that, she did a comment from the Family Rules profile that says, hello, everyone. I'm watching and cleaning at the same time. Love you, Franny. especially the fact that you got it wrong the first time doing it from the family rules, but it's all good. We got your comment, my love. So Franny doing her thing. And Franny will be back next Wednesday. Right, Franny? She's still on like a minute delay. So we'll hear, yeah, like in a minute. All right. Potato Sky with another super chat says, I relate to younger or older people more, never really people my age. Yeah. I think I was the same kind of way, either younger or older people. I can kind of agree with that. I love hanging around older people for the wisdom, the stories, and to just understand what life they went through in life. And then for the younger people, they're just, kids are just sweet to me. They're filled with love and excitement, and don't have a vicious mean bone in their body, and it's just beautiful. So I agree with that. I love to spend time with young as well as the elder. Anne wants to know what's your opinion about the Will Smith slap. Is it something you talk about around the dinner table? I shared my opinion, Anne, and I'll give you a brief thing. But if you want the in-depth, my whose fault is this and what I think's gonna happen and all that kind of stuff, that's in the live member chat for the Queens and Knights, as Elena says, Anna, and he talked about it for Queens and Knights membership. But I will say this: it's a sad situation. It's a sad thing that I think is going to negative impact Will's career. But I hope, more importantly, I feel something is going on in his life, and I hope he gets clarity and some whatever needs to happen happens for him, because I love me some Will Smith, and I just feel like he's going through something in life. So I'll leave it there. Like I said, I went more in depth with the situation in this Queens and Knights live I did just on Sunday, but for now, that's my take. I'm going to keep it simple so that nothing gets thrown around in public too. Brandy with the super chat. Brandy says it was the last movie I remember. Well said, Royal. Did you say it?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Wait, did you say it?
No, I didn't say it, but I've seen it.
Yeah. I was actually gonna say it, but then I didn't think it
So
was
Stephen
that.
King's a horror director or writer?
Yeah, I think most of his movies are horror related or like scary movies.
Then yeah, I haven't seen a lot of those
Yeah.
movies.
But I wasn't crazy about it either. But it is. I will say this: it's definitely a memorable um,
Yeah,
character.
it's definitely iconic. Yeah,
Yeah. What's that character's name? Do you know?
Pennywise.
Pennywise. I think we'd be pretty good on like a contest. Because what I know, you don't, and what you know,
Yeah,
I would not have guessed Pennywise. So that's one where it'd be like, Royal, you're our only choice. Guess whatever you want.
yeah.
Ramiro with the super chat. Ramiro says, hi, TJ and Royal. Greetings from Mallorca, Spain. Is Mallorca on your plans this summer? Maybe, Ramiro. We have all we know is we're going to Madrid, and then we're gonna have 4 days at least to go to another city. And according to Franny, she wants to go to a southern city in Spain. I believe Mallorca is in the south of Spain. So I am not going to have any decision making in that choice. That is going to be completely up to Miss Francis. Royal, what about you? Do you know where else you'd want to go besides Madrid, or you don't care?
No, I don't. It's my first time going to Spain, so I don't really care.
Okay, so Francis is going to make that choice, Romero. But yeah, we'll look into Mallorca. I've only heard great things. I think that's where Nadal is from. Something's telling me Rafael Nadal is from Mallorca, Spain. Michael Jackson fan with the super chat. Another super chat. Thank you so much, Michael Jackson fan. TJ, as a teen, which brother would wingman, Taj or Churro, when dating advice? You know what? MJ fan, we didn't really talk about dating or relationships amongst each other when we were young. I think my true wingman would have been one of my best friends at the time, either Anthony or Andrew, were my two best friends, childhood friends. So they would have been the ones who I probably would have talked about. I think my brothers were just shy to share that information with each other, so we didn't really talk about those kind of things. So actually, the answer would be neither. I'm trying to think if they don't even, we never talked about that, not even that way to me or me to them. So I don't know. I think we were just so shy that we were shy amongst each other as well. And then here's another one. There's another super chat from MJ fan. It says, TJ, did you and your brothers like to pull pranks with your Uncle Michael? And what was the funniest one you did? Oh, we've done many. And yes, that was unbelievably fun to do pranks with Uncle Michael. We would do them all the time. Every time we'd see him, there'd be some type of prank. The most memorable and the most fun one was probably crank calling people. The four of us would crank call, and this was before there was caller ID. So the phone would just ring and people would answer, and there was no way for them to know who you were or do anything about it. And we would have fun. And my uncle, I can hear him laughing at some of the things we would say and the frustrations we would cause some people or the joy we would bring some people. It was just a very fun time and something that was innocent but a pure and just a memorable and beautiful amount of time and fun. I don't know. I'm losing the adjectives to describe it, but it was just a lot of fun. Galaxy. Galaxy wants to know, is the 2022 Tesla Model 3 worth it? So Galaxy, my thought is you saw the video and then you're like, dang, I really want one and I want to know from someone who has it, was it worth it? Okay, so here it is. I think it's well worth it. I have zero complaints at this time. I love it. We still have a gas car as well. Telling you guys, I may have to be getting rid of that and getting another Tesla. I really like the Tesla Model 3. I've been in a Y. I actually like the 3 the most so far. I haven't been in an S or an X.
Oh, really?
I haven't. Well, which ones have you been in?
All of them.
Which one do you like best? The X?
The X is the big one, right?
Yeah.
Those are so nice.
Okay, so Galaxy Departure wants to know about the Model 3. I love it. I think it's worth it. I'm sure it's a little bit more than some other cars, gas regular cars in the price range, but the amount of money I think you will save from gas as well as oil changes, you don't need that anymore. I think will more than enough cover that. I know they've had some recent price increases, which has been unfortunate because of supply issues. But I will say this: I think the price will continue to go up as inflation has been going up, and the supply issue doesn't look like it's going to be changing anytime soon. And with these gas prices, I think it's still worth it. So long story short, I love the Model 3. Francis loves it. We are very happy with it. We love the white interior. Everything is great about it. It's really cool. We just got a software update a couple days ago that's making it even better. Apparently, those happen a couple times a year to make the car better. So no complaints from me, no regrets. And Franny feels the same way. So yes, we love it. And yes, I think it's worth it. Carol says, Roy, are you still friends with the kids you went to school with?
Middle school, yeah, kind of. We play basketball sometimes, but high school, no, not really.
Okay. And also, we moved back to the area where he went to middle school. So I love the fact that you're reconnected with those guys and because they were good kids and they're still great kids. So it's awesome. Jazzy became a YouTube member. Jazzy, congrats. I shouldn't have said congrats. It feels so terrible saying congrats, but I should say welcome, Jazzy. There's a lot of content in there, so I hope you enjoy it. I hope it brings a smile to your face. And I will say this too, you guys, regardless of the membership position you are in, you will have access to emojis and you will get a little emblem next to your name. So there's one more thing that you get that I'm blanking on, but yes. All right, we have MJ fan with another super chat who says, TJ, what is your favorite movie that your Aunt Janet was in? I think it.
What movies is she in?
I think it was the Tyler Perry one. She was in Nutty Professor 2. She was in the one with Tupac, Poetic Justice, and she was in the Tyler Perry one. Wedding, I think, something like that. I think it was that one. I really like that movie. So I think that would be my answer. I haven't seen Poetic Justice since I was a kid when it came out, and I think a lot of it went over my head maybe. But I would say the Tyler Perry one is so far my favorite with Aunt Janet. Yes, I think so. We have Rio with the super chat says, Roy, how do you describe your dad in one word? Ooh.
No, this is no joke. When I talk about you to like other people,
Mm-hmm.
I would say,
This is interesting. I'm curious to know this answer
the
too.
word genius comes up a lot.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I do say that a lot.
Oh, that's really sweet, Royal.
Yeah, I always mention like he's super intelligent and
That's
stuff
really
like that.
cool, Royal.
But yeah, I'd probably say genius. Just how you when you're faced with like tough situations, how you know like you're a master of like emotions. You know a lot about a lot of stuff, and you just know how to like kind of uh,
Maneuver?
maneuver life. I would say
Okay. That's first of all, I don't think
at a really young age too. Like you
yeah.
figured it out pretty early.
Yeah. I don't think that word applies to myself. But to hear it from my son, it means a lot and is very sweet. And I appreciate that. But yeah, it's really cool. That is an amazing compliment. Especially the Royal's not the kind of kid that will just throw that around. So that means a lot to me
No,
because
yeah,
Royal
really,
will tell how it is.
yeah.
That is so nice what you said about your dad. That's from Carol. It is, Royal. Very sweet. Okay, we have DDJF in a couple minutes, so but I have a couple more super chats to get through. So we're gonna wrap this up. Autumn with the super chat. Thank you so much, Autumn. Autumn says, "Love your family." Just wanted to say that Royal reminds me a lot of your Uncle Michael. And have you heard that Halo is being made into a series?
Oh yeah, and Paramount Plus, but I don't think I'm gonna buy a Paramount subscription just for Halo.
There's one more thing I wanted to see on it though.
They probably have a bunch of movies.
Do you know if this Halo series has gotten like good reviews? Is it supposed to be really
It
good?
looks pretty good. I know the Halo voice actor is not voice acting Master Chief.
That's a problem.
Not for me. I don't really care.
Okay.
Like, he still sounds cool.
Okay.
As long as he doesn't sound like lame, that's fine.
You know what else it was, Ro? It's Yellowstone. You haven't seen that yet, right?
Mm-mm.
That's I think the latest season's on Paramount Plus, and I think there's one more show that I wanted to watch. So I may get Paramount Plus to try it out. I mean, we have everything else. We have Apple, Peacock, HBO Max, Netflix, Amazon, and I promise you, there's probably 15 things on each of those I've been wanting to see. So will I ever get to Halo? I don't think so, but hey, I don't know. Maybe Roy will enjoy it if I get it. And then we got Kinga with the super chat who says, "Hi, Dad and son. Just want to say you're a great family. Looks more like brothers, though. Love you guys and see you in Paris, TJ." Yes, Kinga. I'm so excited for June to come. And then there's something else I wanted to say. First, thank you for the super chat. Does anyone ever said, "Are you guys brothers"?
Yeah.
You get that a lot?
We used to get that all the time.
Well, we used to, but do you still get it?
Oh, well, we don't really like
go out together too much anymore. Okay. And then Francis is replying to, "Oh, your genius comments, very sweet. Those are all the calls I fell in love with." Thank you guys. Look at this. This has turned into a love fest for TJ. Who knew this would happen? Okay, that's it, you guys. Let's see what else we have. Trying to think what else. I think that may be it, you guys. I love you guys. Zainab is watching from Gambia. Very cool. Another place I would love to go, at least for a weekend. I got to see this world. There's so many beautiful places. All right, you guys. Anything else you want to say, Royal?
No.
We talked about the 3T show. We talked about the bonus content. We talked about Franny's nasal surgery and how part 2 is Sunday and how we're going to do a special live with her on Sunday. I think we're good. All right. That's it, you guys. We're signing off. Adios, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. It's the wrong hand, Royal.
Yeah.
And that's it. We'll talk to you guys later. Adios.